All my life I had to fight. All my life I had to fight. Now the fight I have is with my chair. And I was waiting for my video about what happened to me and my chair. The chair I fought the Department of Rehabilitation for 2 years to get in my possession, while certain people known as the brain wanted y'all to donate $6,000 for a chair she only needed temporary. I need this chair to do my job. And yet, I'm fighting my bus company over. So I uploaded that video for my evidence. And meanwhile, I'm going to relax in this one. Hey, Lady Campbell, how you doing? Are you new to the chat? Welcome to the chat. Well, I'm going to put up my disclaimers. I'm going to get around to actually load these up in StreamYard, since StreamYard keep getting my money, and I keep forgetting to stop the payment. So StreamYard keep getting my money. So I'm gonna eventually upload these disclaimers up to StreamYard so I don't have to fumble with these papers. I should have had it out. You knew? Well, welcome to the chat. So let me just start with this. If you a hot mess, as in you love messiness, as in cyber harassment, this video ain't for you. Also, I don't make videos for kids. So if you're allergic to gaining knowledge, critical thinking, sometimes we talk about solo, but this ain't one. I'm talking about my fight and battle I have as a disabled individual for the right to have the appropriate things I need for my disability. It took forever for my video to upload. Anyway, let me finish the disclaimer. These are other things I discuss every now and then when shit hit the fan, tiny living, and every now and then I let through some cuss words. So if you so saved and sanctified, your ears catch fire when you hear cuss words. This video ain't gonna be for you. And last but not least, I'm a bona fide certified card carrying member of the Cannabis Club. I'm legal, and I shall be self-medicating in this video because I am so pissed off that I gotta fight for my right to have a chair that I need for my job on a handicap bus. I'm legal. So if you have a problem with people self-medicating, this video ain't for you. I'm pissed. I am so pissed. I'm sitting out here because I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna do because I still want to know right now on the bus. Hey, Kareem. It absolutely does. That's why I'm going to start growing it. Yeah, so this video is about me having a fight. I just uploaded my video showing how this bus company, these ignorant people, they ignorant. I'm gonna call them ignorant because they fail to read the law and interpret the law properly. Yeah, I'm putting one up right now to relieve anxiety. Absolutely is anxiety relief. No question. Is it a cure for fibromyalgia or pain? Nope. No, it's not. CBD oil under the tongue really does work for pain. So I plan to get in the cannabis game. So people who've been following me that are not new, they know that I just started my new journey of working, getting back into the work field after being 13 years out of the workforce. Why? Because I have disabilities. Oh, I hope I ain't messed up this video. Okay. So every turn I run into red tape or bureaucracy. I run up against brick walls. I'm sitting up here rushing to go vote when really I wish I had gotten into the race. I really wish I had got into this race. Because I'm so sick of fighting for the basic of rights. I have a right to have this chair as an assistive technology device. Not only have I read the law, but I'm actually filing an actual legal complaint federally against this bus company for violating my rights as a disabled individual. I don't play about mine. That's why I don't be with all this doxing shit I see on these YouTube streets. Excuse my language. But Kareem, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I can show you my complaint. I filed a formal ADA complaint against this bus company, SMTD. I do not play. I guess they thought I was just going to take their word for it. But no, I go and read and look up the law and read it and interpret it. And not only did I find out I'm so right on the right side of the law, but you actually, as a disabled individual, had a right to choose what is your mobility device. They kept telling me I had to have a wheelchair. Why do I have to have a wheelchair? First of all, I cannot operate that motherfucker. A wheelchair would be too difficult for me. I'm going to win. I'm going to win. I promise you I'm going to win because I'm not going to quit till I do. I absolutely, they allow big ass motorized carts on there with big ass people, bariatric people that's twice my size. I know I'm a big girl, but I see motherfuckers bigger than me with big ass chairs, way bigger than this one. Get on that bus and be secured in, and that motherfucking chair weighs probably a good 500 pounds by itself. The name of the company is SMTD, that's Springfield Master Transit Department, and their handicap part of the bus is called Access. Now, how your bus name gonna be Access, but you deny me access to your bus with my chair? And that's the part that be killing me. It be killing me. It took me 2 years to fight the Department of Rehabilitation for the right to have the chair that I got. 2 years. Matter of fact, my voc rehab counselor is in Bloomington, Illinois, because the ones here in Springfield was so incompetent, I refused to keep going to them and let them handle my disability case. And I found out through Social Security that you don't have to go to the vocational rehabilitation agency in your local. You can go anywhere in the United States. So I chose Bloomington. Bloomington is a much more modern city than Springfield. It's just a fact. It's a lot of college. It's a college town, so it's a lot of college kids going there. Bloomington Normal. They got high-speed internet everywhere. I wouldn't have the internet issues I have here if I moved there. But anyway, I had to go to Bloomington to get a voc rehab counselor that was competent enough to help me get this chair. That still took 2 years, and I actually traveled that 100 miles to the voc rehab company just to get help. I got some fans man in my inbox on Facebook wanting me to do something for them. When you in chronic pain and fatigue and you put in a whole day of work and then you can't come home in peace, you can't bring your chair on the bus, who feel like having fun? All I want to do is crawl into the bed. Oh yeah, I hope the video is up now. I can't tell. But I took a video recording of them treating me like that, forcing me to choose between taking my chair or leaving it there. Would you leave $1,000 chair outside? Because a bus will take you, but won't take the chair. Are you kidding me? Hell, I remember taking a chair on the regular public transportation, and here this is the disability bus doing me like this. My co-workers can't believe it. They the ones told me you should record it. I wasn't thinking about recording because I was so caught up in the moment trying to resolve the issue, but I recorded it though. So that's uploaded. And I mean, you can observe it and come back and leave a comment. Tell me how you feel. What do you think? What would you do if you was me? Well, since I am me, I'm tell you what I did. I filed a formal complaint against them through ADA. If you have disabilities, ADA is the law made for you. ADA been in place. ADA laws been in place for 20 years now. It ain't new. It ain't a new law. They wanted me to leave my chair there. You could watch the video, come back and leave a comment or leave a comment on that video. You will see for yourself with your own eyes. I'm putting my own safety at risk, doxing myself back, showing where I'm at. But it need to be shown so you can see exactly how I've been being treated by a so-called disabled, handicapped, a bus for disabled people. Deny my access to the bus because of my chair. And I've been going to this job for a month. Imagine that I done got off Social Security. This is my only income, and now I lose my job because I can't take my chair with me. I rushed it out, so I got a couple of bloopers in there. Normally I would do a whole bunch of more editing and cover up shit, and but it's up there raw, with the exception of my introduction. And you experiencing what I was experiencing as I experienced it, and it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. My coworkers be tripping because they seeing me in this predicament. They saw me going through it yesterday. I thought it would be resolved. They would get it together by today. This morning they didn't. I thank God that I filed a formal complaint last night and didn't wait till today. I'm not gonna lose my job. If I have to walk up there with my chair, I'll walk up there with my chair. But really, it's putting me in a predicament where I gotta pay for Uber, which ain't no guarantee. That's the other problem. I said I was determined to keep my job, so when they scheduled me on Sunday, I went and I paid the Uber. And, the Uber costs $13 for me to carry my chair, but it ain't no guarantee a Uber is gonna be large enough for my chair. That's the problem. To get the extra large, they don't always be available because people use them to go shopping, to Walmart, and whatnot. So they don't always be available. Here it is, a handicap bus. They got plenty of room. And even on this day, I was the only passenger. That's how much room was in the bus. No, that don't happen every day, but pretty much most days, it ain't never packed. I promise you that. I ain't never seen more than 6 people in that bus when it holds 15. I'm not going to lose my job, and apparently they like me because a lot of people ain't coming back. They already cut the staff, and it's because it's the end of the project. They brought me in on the end, so I knew it wasn't going to last forever. But I'll take these few weeks they gave me. I'm grateful. So this next check now put me in a position to finally get the computer. I battled to get a computer. I had to fight all my life. I had to fight to be a big girl that had a right to just be big and be okay with it. I have to fight for people to be convinced that I have a disability, even though you can't see it. And when they say, "Oh, you don't look disabled," I always trip out on people who say that to me. You don't look disabled. Well, what the hell do disabled look like? I mean, my coworkers like me. I come in, they think I'm jazzy with all my leopard strolling in there. But when they see me and witness me, couldn't get on this handicap bus because I have a chair and I refuse to not have the chair in order to do my job. They couldn't believe what they were saying. They were so naive. They said, "Oh, this should go on the news. You should record it. This should go on the news. I'll be your witness." Hey, this is my jam. I don't care about copyright on this one. I'm enjoying myself. Oh no! I done messed up the music, y'all. Man. Well, I might as well start all over. Now, I'm not gonna lose my job, and the fact that I'm still on the schedule is saying something. Apparently, they like me enough to keep me there already because they already let go of half of their staff. My complaint ain't the job. The job easy as hell. It's the easiest money I done made in a long, long time. It was kind of busy today. Some my supervisor was kind of standing on my neck today, but otherwise it's laid back and easy work. Did you see my post in your group? Are you talking about the you talking about the geek group, the tech group? Jacob, I did see your post, but Jacob, I don't have time to troubleshoot for you. I just don't. I have a whole job now. I haven't had time to do anything. Take a picture, post pictures, post nothing, make videos. It took 2 days to make the video, the little 8-minute video I'm uploading now about what I went through on my job, about a disability bus that won't let me ride with this chair that I'm sitting on. This is a lightweight chair. It's not like it's harmful. It's not like it's so heavy I can't lift it up. And it can't be secured on the bus with a seatbelt, a regular, ordinary seatbelt, nothing special. Are you talking about the post about you was asking me to help you with something, a technical problem? Because you know I left a comment on your music video you had. Yeah, I already filed a formal complaint against that bus company, Kareem. I'm glad you gonna help me make some noise. Cause I don't play by mine. I really don't. Last year I was in a one-woman crusade against the light company. Cause I feel like they were gouging, price gouging. I think that they paid the bill. I still think they do that. I still think they're doing it. Well, Jacob, I don't know if you've seen my answer, but I just haven't had time for no technical support or troubleshooting. I have not been on my computer like that. Um, it's all I can do is to get enough sleep so I can make it through a whole nother day of work. I'm a disabled person going to work. It's not easy. I don't complain about it because I ain't the only one there with disability. The lady who was in my video, she got fibromyalgia too, so she know what I'm going through. And you just can't look and see what that is. You never gonna see it. But it's there. It's there all the time. Dogging me. And I just have to deal with it. Yeah, and it's crazy how a bus driver gonna tell me what's a mobility device. You don't think I would know what that is? And they whole hell expect you not to read or push for your rights. Because I'm gonna keep on pushing. I'm not gonna quit. If I had to take it all the way to the Supreme Court, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm one of them. I got time. Better ask somebody. I went up against the Fargo Housing Authority. They thought they was just gonna push over on me too. They didn't. They couldn't. And when they ended up violating my civil rights, I exercised my civil rights. And they pay my Section 8 to this day. I ain't never been on no Section 8 waiting list. Oh yeah, see Cash App, I don't know about Cash App like that. I take a look at it. If I can get the answer quick, I'll give it to you. You know how I am. I don't mind giving you the answer when I got it, but hey, it's all I can do to get enough sleep so that I can get into another day of work. Cause I like making $20 an hour, and I want to get that as long as I can. Um, it let me know, what I can get out there in the workforce. And now I was ready, all gung ho, with a new attitude, thinking I'm gonna be putting all these new job applications out because I finally proved to myself that I could get to work on time, do my job, and be able to be able to make it. Little did I know that what was going to be jeopardizing my job is the very thing that I fought 2 years to help me do my job, and it is helping me tremendously. It's absolutely what I needed. Make all the difference in the world to have a chair tall enough for you. Well, I don't have to ask nobody to help me up off the. I had to have my family help me up off the couch. I can't sit on too low things that are too low for me. Get up off the floor, forget it. I need help. Two bad knees, bone to bone, and bursitis in my hip. That's why you day ones who keep asking me for them twerk. I'm retired. Them days is over. Unless I get surgery, and I ain't willing to go under the knife. I try to check into it. You can keep reminding me, but I'm not gonna promise. Yeah, so I have another video upload. What I'm end up doing is adding it as a card to this video so people can go check it out. What I really actually went through on a day in the life, a day in my life. And the one who challenged it was a white guy. He all uptight about it, calling in. But it don't matter. They all wrong, and they gonna find out they wrong. Yeah, I have gotten off of all those medicines because, well, for one, my doctors don't want to prescribe them no more. All doctors are spooked about, man, I'm sorry about that with your sister, what she going through, and I can relate because I'm going through it. But the fact that I'm getting out there in the workforce is an indication I'm feeling better and doing better. And I'm proud of the progress I made because compared to when I first came to the internet now, I'm doing way better. I'm doing way better. There's no way I would have been able to handle this job, travel to it, commute. That's what made me drop out the workforce in the first place. It was too much. But I spent all these years that I was out looking for ways to accommodate. And that's what this bus is supposed to be doing. It's supposed to be accommodating me, not giving me a hard time and finding all kinds of reasons not to allow me to have this chair. They supposed to be accommodating so long as it's not causes them a heavy burden in expense. It's not going to cost them no expense, even if they had to get a special seatbelt to buckle up on that bus. That ain't no big expense for them. You have a coworker who can't speak or hear, but she's a delight to work with. You're right. And and I was happy to be placed in an office where there were a lot of people with different disabilities. There's one lady that I like and get along with. She ain't got no fingers, but she right there shuffling them papers like I am, just like I am. But if I have to fight all the way up to the Supreme Court, trust and believe, I'm gonna be that girl. I'm that one. Like I said, I stood up against the housing authority. It ain't the first time I stood up against other bureaucracies and won. And if they don't give me my right to have this assistive technology so that I can keep my job, they gonna lose too. Trust and believe, and they gonna lose because they ain't read no law. If they read the law, they wouldn't be giving me this hard time because the law clearly states we get to choose what our mobility device. All this time I thought it was a special category that Medicare or Medicaid determined, or Blue Cross Blue Shield. It ain't even Blue Cross Blue Shield or Medicare. You, as a disabled person, know what's best for you. For example, there are world-class athletes that don't have no legs or limbs and stuff, and they in Olympics, okay, really doing world-class athletic things. That person may need a wheelchair. An elderly person, bariatric, overweight, a wheelchair would be a impairment to them because they would lack the strength to roll that wheelchair, especially if they very morbidly obese. So bus company or office or any entity is supposed to be determining for you what's your mobility device. Hey, Jay Green, welcome to the chat. Hey, Ronald, welcome to the chat. Glad to see you. No entity is not even vocational rehabilitation. I fought them for 2 years. You know why? Because they just handed me a chair. They ain't measure me. They didn't ask me why I need the chair, what kind of chair I need. Just do me a chair. The chair turned out to be too big, too cumbersome, can't even get up on it. I got that on video documented. A friend of yours told you about the Michigan scanner. Jay Green, welcome to the chat. Oh man, I lost my thought. Oh yeah, this chair too big for me. Can't maneuver it. I definitely wouldn't have been able to bring that chair up and down the stairs to no job on the bus because it's way too big. And that's what this vocational rehabilitation organization here local, my Springfield, Illinois, the capital of Illinois, that's what they had to me. And just thought that's all they had to do. No, I fought to get this chair. This very exact chair I'm sitting on. 2 years. 2 different vocational rehabilitation organizations who are charged with. This is what a lot of disabled people don't know. If you're trying to get back to work, the Voc Rehab organization is money is no limit. They don't have no limit on what you need to get you back to work. The whole idea is that they want people to get off the disability payrolls and back to work. Who'd rather be making $600 a week instead of $900 a month? Who wouldn't rather that? I'm electrified by that winning fighting spirit. You know, when we fight, we win. Yeah, I win. I promise you, I'm going to win this one. It's in the law. I'm backed by the law. They're not going to weasel out of it. They gave me 2 excuses saying this is not a mobility device. Now, I believe in them. Okay, y'all got me. I go to read the actual law. The actual law says an individual has a right to choose what his mobility device is. Therefore, a guy that don't have no legs, he chooses a skateboard to get around. That is his choice, and that's his mobility device. Okay? They can do that. So that's why I gave you the example of a world-class athlete. You see them, the wheelchair athletes. They may not want no motorized chair because they want to maintain that upper body strength. But a bariatric elderly person couldn't get the upper body strength that they wanted to. So that would be an impairment to force them to have the same type of solution, even though both of them need mobility devices to assist them in walking. To me, that makes sense. Apparently, the law was passed because they had enough respect. The law had enough respect for individuals that they could make that choice. Like you see them segways in Chicago. I see them all over Chicago. That is actually can be a mobility device. It don't have to be a wheelchair. They pissed me off. I've been going to work for a month. Not until now are they making it an issue. And they should be going out of their way to help me, because they a disability bus. That's how they get whatever grants or funding or whatever for people like me who want to get back to work who disabled. It ain't just for going to Walmart, going shopping or doctor's appointments. It's for people who want to go back to work who disabled. The Michigan scanner law deal with being charged a different price than what is advertised. You get the difference plus 5 times to 10 times. Wow. Wow. 5 to 10 times the difference. That sounds good to me. You just reminded me. I still got to get this vote in the mail. I got to midnight. I'm going to just end up taking an Uber and dropping it off. I'm just mad about what I had to go through, just to get to work. And I'm so proud of myself because this would have made me give up when I was younger. I would have gave up. I would have said, fuck this shit, it ain't worth going through it, be humiliated like this. But I got a different attitude now. I'm going to push back. I'm going to push right on back. They thought I wasn't going to do it. I did it last night, stayed up, faxed it in. I'm not playing about mine. And now I'm finna do the federal one. ADA complaint. And see, they get used to people taking their bullshit and not challenging them. And slip up on a lawsuit. That's what happened. Fuck around with me. You slip up on the lawsuit. Because I ain't got no problem exercising the law, especially when it's on my side. I ain't got nothing but time for that. I love it. Here it is, the form, the federal form, American Disability Act. And if you actually read the law, I wasn't even expecting it. I was expecting it, the American Disability to spell out what a mobility device is. Well, come to find out, anything could be a mobility device, according to ADA. There is no set definition of what mobility devices is. It's whatever the person needs to do what they got to do. They spell out the requirements. I got this directly from the ADA website. You actually have the right to choose. I was shocked. The bus staff was so busy telling me what a mobility device was, so nobody was more shocked than me to find out you actually get to choose what a mobility device is. See that? This is ADA from their website, Department of Justice. It's a civil rights issue. Civil rights ain't just race. It's about disabilities. And right here, their literature, they made it in plain language, but you can go to the law for them to make a whole segment for it. It obviously is an important issue. Choice. You see that? Choice of devices. You have a right to choose what your device is. Didn't even know that. But me going back and reading the law, I was like, okay, not only don't the bus driver have a right to be telling me what a mobility device is, but me, the disabled individual, people with disabilities have the right to choose whatever mobility device best suits their needs. In fact, some people even have a golf course, golf cart, drive golf carts, okay, to assist with their disability. That is still an assistive mobility device, a golf cart. So it does not have a set definition. There's the law protecting me on that. So they can keep playing with me if they want to. I don't care. I hope I don't mess up this time. They can hate if they wanna. They gonna hate me when I get through. They gonna hate that big old lawsuit. Messing with me. Everybody got something to say. Yeah. Yeah, I got it on film, and you can't help but see a big 5'11" Amazon standing outside with a chair and a big giant bus telling you can't get on. That look real crazy to anybody. Yeah, it definitely says that. Choice of device. In fact, it said the facility may be required to allow a type of device that is generally prohibited when being used by someone without a disability when it is being used by a person who needs it for their disability. They done lost this one, baby. The law backs me up. So items that would not even be allowed for people who don't have a disability, people with a disability can bring those items on the transportation, on the bus. Okay? That's the law. They done lost right here. I don't play about mine. This came from the Department of Justice. This is their own wording, their description. This ain't no side joint. Okay? Playing with me. Playing with me. What they say about us. No matter what they say about us. Yeah, they lost. They got the right one. I used to wonder why I kept having to be in these battles all the time. When I was younger, I resented it. I'm like, I always had the attitude, why me? Why me? Why me? Why me? Not no more. I lived long enough to understand God was saying, why not you? If not you, then who? Who won't fuss about the right to be on the bus with assistive technology but somebody like me, a big old tall Amazon who wanted not only ride that bus, had a right to ride that bus with assistive technology, but she want to make a house out that bus, a tiny house on wheels. Yeah, so yeah, I recorded it and I'm gonna submit it to my local news agency too. If they can, if I made the news because a drunk man passed out in my weeds was so tall, it was so bad. The neighbors was complaining about how bad the weeds were that it hid a drunk man in my weeds. I'm gonna make some noise. Oh, I sure will be sending that YouTube video to my news station. Okay. And see, they thought I was playing by mine. I don't play by mine. That's why I keep a home office 24/7. My computer never goes shut off. I come home and made a PDF format, scanned it in, and sent it to their administration. They was met with that first thing this morning, and it's documented. It's documented. It's documented. They ain't know I was recording. It's documented how many times I asked for the statement in writing as to why my chair cannot be on that bus. They done lost their case because this is it right here. Now, I wasn't expecting to go to the ADA, find out what their requirements was, American Disability Act. I was expecting them to have a list. These are what's considered mobility devices. Not only is there no set such term of a mobility device, it can be any device that help you do the job. So if it's a skateboard, that's what you need to get around. It can be a skateboard because you were disabled. Didn't even know that. So sometimes fighting for your rights, you find out you have more rights than you actually thought. I assumed I had the right to be on the bus, but it ain't like I'm going to a party. I'm going to my job. I thought I had the right to have this assistive technology device with me for my job. Oh man.
Tell her with the popcorn.
I keep messing up.
Charlie, I mean, look.
Lord, I hope these don't get me a copyright strike. Although I don't care. I'm gonna tell it like the TI is. I know that one really. Dang, I messed up, y'all. Yeah, it definitely says that in the law. The law states this, 88. So, yeah, they did mention power-driven devices. They mentioned wheelchairs, but it can be a segue. Do you see these three people pictured? They made it simple for us regular people to understand. You see that? It's a Segway in there, a golf cart, and a motorized chair. You could choose any one of those if that's what you need for your disability. Okay. I didn't even know we had the right to choose, but I was exercising my right all up and through the voc rehab because they kept handing me shit that didn't work for me. What good is a big ass chair that's too heavy, too tall for me to get on? I had to get on a stool. I had to use a stool to sit on the chair that they gave. Just handed me any goddamn thing. And then gave me a hard time talking about they wanted me to return that before I could get anything else from them. Well, I'm supposed to put that shit on the bus? On my back? Thanks to COVID, they backed up and just gave me the chair. So if anybody is in need of a chair that's even taller than me, I will give you this chair willingly. Because they gave it to me. I got another chair in my back porch that I'm not using because it's no use to me. It's too heavy, it's too tall. So that's your government wasting money. Because they didn't bother to consult with me who done did 10 years of research and know better than anybody exactly what I need. A doctor can't even tell you what you think is needed, the best for you. He can't feel your pain. Only you know your life. So the American Disability Act cover you for that. They trust you to have the ability to choose your device. Your mobility device can be your device of choice and not what somebody tell you it should be. So I'm glad they started with me on that. They said, well, what's going to hang you up? First, they tried to come with me if it's something too heavy. I went to their website. If it's something too heavy, this chair ain't too heavy. I can handle this chair. I've been getting on and off this bus with this chair every day to work for a month. Ain't had no problem. Except some days when I work late, I be in more pain than usual, yeah. But I still made it safely on their bus. That's where they're gonna lose their case, because that's all they're gonna do is view video footage of people who allowed me all this month to get on the bus with this chair. There go their case out the water. And you know I'm gonna demand to see those. So yeah. So yeah, I'm just out here too tired to actually go in there and cook. I wanna cook, but I know I ain't gonna do nothing but go to bed. So that's why I didn't go all the way in, because I think I'm gonna just call my Uber and go ahead and cast my ballot. I have my mail-in vote here, y'all. And I wanted to do my homework and be real diligent about it, but I'm just gonna make sure I vote for that tax and get all them ones that already had 2 terms out of there. If you have 2 terms and the conditions are still the same, you gotta go. So this my mail-in ballot. It came in the mail. It came in the mail, and I got to midnight to put it in the drop-off box. I tried to do this video yesterday. I'm just now getting around to it. I wanted to do this video yesterday. I was too tired. But anyway, you put your ballot in this envelope. They send you, and they don't give you the $1.40 it gonna cost. That's why I just want to go and drop it off. Now, it says that's the UPS recommendation. Okay, so I thought the deadline, I'm glad I read this. Anyway, the deadline is actually election day, November 4th. But USPS recommends mailing it early and no later than October 27th. That's what they recommend. So I ain't gonna be penalized. So I ain't gonna worry about getting out of here today. I'm gonna go on in the house and warm up and try to decide what I'm gonna cook. I just don't want to cook nothing. I'm too lazy for that. I think I'm just gonna do me a mango salsa again, cause I gotta hurry up and cook them up. I mean, eat them up before my mint go bad. I got a whole yard full of mint that I need a hand. I wish you could come and help me, Jacob. I got a yard full of mint that's gonna take several days just to get that together. Cut it, take all the bad leaves off, put it in a dryer to dry. I gotta dehydrate. I'm gonna try it out too. This is a good time to pull it out and try it out. Cause it's too cold to hang it outside. I used to hang it outside in the summer. The tea that I got, it's so much tea. I got so much mint tea. I got enough mint tea in my yard to stock a store. Oh, I got another public service announcement. But anyway, y'all go vote. Don't exercise your right to vote. I'm glad I read that. I thought the deadline was today, 27th. I know I was tired, and I wanted to talk about this issue. Leave a comment on the video. You will see me stressed. And anybody will tell you if you got fibromyalgia, the last thing you need to be doing is stressing about how you gonna get back and forth to your job. Because the bus won't let you have a assistive technology for your disability so you can do your job. When I get to work tomorrow, I am gonna take a picture of my chair in comparison to the chairs that are there. You'll see it's a big difference. Ain't none of them as tall as mine. And I fought and fought to have this kind of chair and a sit and stand desk. Now it's jobs. I noticed when I was looking for a job to apply for, I noticed it's companies that advertise that they got the sit, stand chair, acknowledging the fact that you can ruin your health, which I did working in corporate America at a chair and a desk that was ergonomically inappropriate, incorrect, especially for me being a tall person. I fucked up my hips and my knees doing that. 20 years. Can't get them back. Can't get them back. So I don't want to make them worse trying to bend over, standing up for it. It's embarrassing to sit in a seat and you got to ask for help up, especially when you're a big girl. I am too proud to beg. So, no, I need a chair tall enough so I can be self-sufficient and do my job efficiently. So, yeah, I'm going to exercise my right to vote. I'm glad I read that. Good thing I did read that. Boy, reading is fundamental, child. But, like I said, ain't nobody more surprised than me to find out the definition of mobility device means also include what you choose, your choice of device. It don't even have to be what is traditionally considered a mobility device. What they supposed to be doing, not fighting me every step of the way, but finding out a way how we could work this out. What is hard about trying it out? You get on an empty bus, you let me bring the chair up there, you get on an empty bus, you strap it in, put on brakes, and see if it stays in strap. But the drivers, they already know. They already know. It was really that one driver that was giving me a hard time. And now the supervisor, she ain't never had nobody challenge her and push back. So she don't know what she doing. And no, she about to catch the case if she don't get it together. That's all she gonna do is catch a case. Cause I got time. So yeah, I'm out here freezing my little tootsies off, even my booty. My booty getting cold now. Oh, and I still gotta get all this inside. In the door. I think I'm gonna leave the chair. Nah, I'm gonna leave the chair inside. Oh. Woo. Hey. I gotta go on in here and throw out. I'm so glad I read that. So if you do the mailing for it, you got until November 4th. You gotta be postmarked by November 4th, but they recommend sooner the better. So I'm gonna go on and sit and cuddle up with these politics and carefully pick my candidates and drop that bad boy off tomorrow. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna get up out this video. Hey, ooh, I'm too stiff for that. Ooh, I've been at work all day. I gotta thaw out, y'all. Yeah. Ooh, I gotta thaw out, y'all. I hope I don't lose the connection. I'm coming back in here. Look at my mint bouquet. Still going strong. It's time for me to eat them up. I can't eat them fast enough, y'all. And I'll be having no energy to make no dinners. I see one thing about going back to work. I see why so many working people go buy lunch, dinner. You too tired to make dinner or lunch. Anyway, y'all, I'm finna get up out this video. Sorry. I'm finna get up out this video. Get the rest of my stuff off this porch. And make me some mango salsa. Peace and love. I'll see you again in the next video.